with setting up these scenes with your figures?
I know that for sure I'm not going to be able to get like 100% replication of the scene, right? Like, because it's just not going to happen. I'm kind of, what's the word? Improvising out there in the wild when I go, okay? So I'm almost always thinking of a place where I can take the figures to be positioned in a scene, like a backdrop. So I've brought them to the beach a few times. The beach is actually a very good double for the sands of Tatooine. There's another camp that I visit every so often that has redwood trees, and that's a good double for indoor. And then I've used my desktop to use as a stage for some of the actual action figure like play sets or whatnot.
And where do we go today?
We went out to the desert.
Yeah, we went out to the Mojave. Specifically, we found a place off of Fort Irwin Road, which I'm familiar with that terrain because I used to work at that base as a private contractor back in my past life. But I knew that the terrain would be good for replicating certain scenes of Tatooine. Unfortunately, the land that would look more like the Dune Sea is way inside the base.
Yeah.
And now that I've been in the civilian world for a while, there's just no way to get there. But we did find some rugged yellow and white stretches of desert in between the red and orange stretches where we were able to replicate some canyons like from the Jundland Wastes.
Yeah.
And talk me through your process of preparing these figures like before you come out here, or improving the figures from how you bought them, or keeping them how you bought them but changing other things without physically altering them. I mean, what's your process there, and what are you doing as an artist?
What I do, I'll get fodder from secondhand stores or eBay or Mercari or OfferUp, and I'll start to piece it together in my brain. Like, this is from this movie and this setup. And I first start with a few figures. I figure out who's going to be in the scene. It could be the Mandalorian, or it could be Luke Skywalker, or in this case, like some Tusken Raiders. And I just kind of start from there. I try to have... One of the things that I've realized, first of all, is that it's kind of difficult to... It's very easy to overproduce something. Like, I produced a lot of Tusken Raiders for this shoot because I wanted to replicate the clan in A New Hope. But that's only 3 or 4 figures. But I produced 6 using the A New Hope head from the latest vintage collection figures. But then also what I did, so the process that I did today was called troop building. So you get 3 or 4 figures that have interchangeable parts, and by doing that, you swip and swap heads or arms or legs or other accessories, and you make a new figure so that it's not completely the same the way that it was. And because I did that, I had different bodies, different torsos of different colors. You're able to make a solid colored Tusken Raider that has a light tan or a tan suit, or the dark tan suit from the new release that came out.